like stone, like mountain. I am carried by the ancient ground. Every breath is a quiet fountain, rising up from the deep, deep down, feeling the hope from the deep, deep down, 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 when my mind starts running, I send it down, 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 through my legs, through my feet, into the deep, deep ground. Rooted like stone, like mountain. I am carried by the ancient ground. Every breath is a quiet fountain, rising up from the deep, deep down, feeling the hope from the deep, deep down.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite. Cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
The whispers loud, the message clear.
The core is calling. The core is calling. Feel the glow. Three paths merging, truths to show. From the many to the one, we find a life for the collective mind. Collective mind. Collective mind. Shuffling stars in a cosmic deck. Fate's reflection in the mirrors we check. Three hands drawing from a shared stream. Each card a puzzle piece in the dream. Through distance wide the bonds remain. One rhythm strong, one sacred chain. The core is calling. The core is calling.
Welcome everyone. Oh shit.
What a great way to start the show.
Right? Mhm.
Well,
Welcome in. Oh shit.
well, these things. Wait, who are you? Oh yeah, you guys know Michael, right? Lunaria had to be away today. Welcome to the core, everybody. Let's do things out of complete order.
Hmm.
You know, can't make this
Surprise.
shit up.
Great surprise.
Surprise! So we got Michael J joining us today, sitting in for Lunaria, and you know he's that guy. That helps you define your character over on Rise Radio. His show is going to be finally premiering next Thursday at
Yes.
what time?
6
p.m.
5.
Well, one of the
Sorry,
two.
we said 5.
Oh,
My bad.
5?
5.
Okay. All right. Now that you're utterly confused, he'll help you define your character.
You gotta get confused and get torn down to be able to build that new character you're defining. So hey,
Michael, you took the words right out of my mouth.
can't make this shit up.
Well, it looks like we're all in sync. And if you listen to the lead-in song, that was called Deep Deep Down, and that is going to be released later this year on my Chakra Beats album, which I have created. It's a dance meditation album, takes you all the way through all 7 main chakras, and with a closing and an opening. So that is the grounding song.
That's the root
The
chakra.
album. That is the root.
Okay. Yep, we were both wrong.
I mean, we weren't even on the same side of the body, but hey.
So,
Listen, you didn't give me context. I'm just projecting my own. I'm always
one of these days we'll get it right. Even a blind squirrel catch a nut every once in a while. I'm just
we're going to have some fun today.
We are. So
We
tell
are
us
gonna have
how
some
this
fun.
show works.
All right, the way this show works, if this is the first time that you're watching, thank you so much for finding this. You found this at the exact moment you needed to. The message that you're about to hear is completely organic. Each one of us has drawn from our individual decks, and we will each start with one card to lay the foundation of the reading. And then as it goes along, once that's done, we'll come back together and complete the reading. And it's completely organic. None of this is planned, literally, as you can tell from the chaos of, oh, shit, we're in the wrong spot. But welcome, everybody, to the live audience. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. And if you're catching us over on Spotify or any of the other streaming platforms. There's the word. I was trying to find platforms.
English are hard.
English are hard for Papa today.
Yes,
But
it is.
you can always go over to embersoflight.net. You can watch the show live there. You can listen to the show live there. You can chat in the chat room. And it's completely free. If you're interested in supporting Rise Radio Networks, there is an opportunity for you to do that as well. And we appreciate you ahead of time. That being said, Michael and I are going to step backstage for a moment while Rev D
Let's do
calls
it.
in spirit. Wait. I clicked the wrong button. Wrong person.
Oh, thank you all for being here. If you feel comfortable to place a hand on your heart and one on your solar plexus and take a beautiful deep breath in as we call in spirit, our spirit teams, ancestors, and the energy of all love and whatever divine you communicate with. We open this space with our heart in the greatest degree of love. So may clarity, truth, and compassion flow through these cards, and we invite the guidance that serves our highest good, remembering we are protected in divine light as we listen, receive, and align with the path meant for us. And so it is. Let's get today's message.
Hi. So obviously, unfortunately, I'm not as pretty as she is, but I'll do for today. So my first card is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is, I'm sorry, I got to put back on my glass. I don't know why I tried. The King of Cups says, plot your true course. King of Cups, master of feeling, deep masculine emotion and empathy, expression in eloquent and impactful ways. As such, he commands the realm of art and culture. A creative genius with the ability to inspire others through his presence and his work around him. He can look danger in the face and navigate around it. Creative genius, visionary, artistic mastery and success, adapting to life's ebb and flow, rolling with the punches while remaining effective and productive. You're being called to be your authentic self. You've done this plenty of times before. You know how the patterns usually go. You know what's coming up. Be prepared for it, and don't act surprised, because you can't surprise what you already know is coming. So step into that role. Be who you're meant to be. But be careful to not overinflate it, because reversed, the King of Cups says unable to complete creative projects, allowing your emotions to derail your efforts, an out-of-control ego blowing itself up with hot air. Do what you do because you enjoy it, not for any other reason. Because when you start doing it for any other reason, it starts to lose its meaning.
Ain't that some shit? I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But first, I love that opening because it's in complete alignment with the card that I got for my first for today. And it's my favorite one. It's Six of Earth, Six of Coins. You are invited to surf a wave of success. Give yourself permission to enjoy it. Now you see that a peak of worldly success is not needed to feel abundantly successful within. But you have to be willing to receive. You have to be willing to put yourself into that endless cycle that so many of us step out of. But once you have the breakthrough that you realize that all you have to do is step back into it, it'll be right there. Next.
Well, aren't we all in sync? I got the Six of Cups that came out first in the vomit of cards that popped out before the show. So I'm going to read all of this because I think it's necessary to tie everything together. This card indicates nostalgia, reconnecting with people from the past, harmony, themes in your life, inner child, and future self. And the shadow side is being stuck in the past, lamenting decisions and actions, a need to forgive others, a reminder to forgive yourself, letting people in, a need to deal with regret. So you may be experiencing nostalgia or feeling triggered by old memories. It's time to forgive yourself by releasing any residual guilt that you still carry from past relationships, traumas, and previous actions. Accept your humanness and stop lamenting the decisions that you've made up until now. Memories are a profound tool for processing lessons and healing. Who you were can highlight how far you've come, where you are headed next, right? It is a time, wait, I'm trying to read this here. There we go. Now I see it. My brain's jumbling it all up. That was dyslexia in action, by the way. Time is a beautiful thing. Contemplate the needs of your inner child or listen to advice from your future self. Sometimes this card is a literal message that someone from your past is going to re-enter your life, or that it's the perfect moment to reconnect with old kindred and to reminisce. When we connect with all the moments in our timeline, we truly find our wholeness. And the affirmation for this is, I am at peace with my past. It has brought me to where I am meant to be. Let's bring it all together.
And I don't have to shuffle.
Well, technically, if I'm Carrie, even if I'm not as pretty, technically she.
Okay, he asked for it.
Oh, I thought I'd get my first to some, but you know.
No. But you know how I said right before my first card, ain't that some shit?
Mm-hmm. Which
Father of
was that?
Water, King of Cups, reversed.
First.
Reversed. And I mean the 6 of coins and that whole energy of 6 and coins and the 6, another 6 number.
And it's like we got cups all in the front, you know.
Right.
And it's fun, you know, when I first, offered, and I told him this, like when I first offered to, like, cover for care, I usually wouldn't have, but something in my brain today went, no, you probably need to. You never know what might happen. And I was totally expecting him to be like, no, we're good. And then next thing I know, I'm getting ready. Like, what? How? What? And,
Less than 5 minutes before I received that message, I had the thought of Ask Michael.
can't make this shit up.
Can't. So
Well,
we can't move forward and become what we're supposed to be if we're spending the wrong amount of time and the wrong amount of focus in areas of our past. And I feel like the nostalgia card is a good reminder for us to love our experience for what it is, but don't take the baggage with you.
Nope.
Remind yourself and reminisce on all the joy and the good shit, and let the other shit go, because they're just lessons. They're not meant for you to carry forward. It's like you keep punishing yourself by carrying all that.
Exactly.
and here's something crazy, because in my Ravens deck, the first card was the Queen of Cups. So you've got this argument going on inside of you persistently that you're trying to ignore, trying to placate, trying to make happy.
Mhm.
And it's that battle from the past masculine shoulding
Yeah.
that goes on, that you have to go to school, you have to get a job, you have to figure out a career, you have to, and then you have that whimsical queen right next to it going, shut up.
And it's funny that you said that, because the next card I pulled, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, for me, I got the Radiant Wise deck. I don't know. It was just, but the High Priestess is, a High Priestess veil hides the unseen world. The book of your life is the scroll in her lap. A triple moon's crown rests on her head, reflecting the cyclical nature of life. The B and J on her pillars represent Boaz and Jachin, named for the pillars on King Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. The pillars are white and black, reflecting balance and duality. Her dress is made of water, reflecting the emotions and fluid nature of the material world and the feminine principle. She is the blueprint of your soul. Occult secrets, the keeper of inner knowledge, authentic voice, deepest part of the self-knowing, silence, intuition. And the one word that jumps out at me in that is silence. Because it wasn't until I found, and there was one day I was just so done. I was done with my phone. I was done with everybody trying to call me. And I just walked. I literally just put my phone down where I was and walked. And I walked to the end of our street, kept walking a little farther. And in that entire walk, everything I was struggling with, I found the answer for by getting away and stopping and listening to what I already knew. Because the knowledge was there. I just had to stop long enough to find it.
And part of that is having faith that justice popped. That was my second card. This one, I'm just going to read the whole thing. Natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, accountability, shadow side consequences, retribution, karma, injustice and inequity, dishonesty, imbalance, and need to take responsibility for your past actions, and put forgiveness in there too. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the fugly. That's literally what the book says.
That's fugly.
Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity and motivation and intention. And it asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect, your thoughts and your actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow and learn from the many different parts of you. In your current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another person's actions to be good or bad. The only true path ahead of you is not one that is necessarily black or white, but is always one of love. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. So
I'm laughing because I'm remembering the thing that I sent you and then in our chat yesterday. And it just, as you were saying that, the two things that came up to my mind were the two facts of the universe that are absolutely true. The truth will always come out. Always.
yes.
Karma is a fickle bitch.
So you might as well live in truth.
And what was it? In that message I sent yesterday, what was one of the first things I said? I am a narcissist.
Oh yeah. Like, wait,
And I realized in thinking of that word, like I had that remembrance that everything in the universe is neutral until we put our intention behind it. Every word is neutral until we put our understanding behind it. So there are parts that, like I said yesterday, there's healthy narcissism, there's toxic narcissism. I just choose to be a healthy narcissist so that I can take what I have learned, take care of myself first, and then by extension, take care of everybody else, around me. Because until I learn that I have to be somewhat narcissistic, I mean, that's what I finally had the aha moment of. That's what y'all have been teaching us, really, is healthy narcissism.
That's going to require us to walk away from some shit. Letting go,
Absolutely.
releasing that doesn't serve us anymore. Just walk away and walk away from negativity and choose yourself. That's a rebellious act of love.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard.
Yeah, and everybody watching is just watching my expressions going, oh, he's got something.
I'm sitting here. I saw that at the corner of my eye, like.
Daughter of Earth, page of coins.
You mean this one?
Hold on, let me see if I got one left.
That's 4.
Oh, wait, I picked the wrong one. Never mind.
But that's true too. But what they're talking about, you notice how there's this lovely little child holding, stands innocently in knowledge and wisdom, knowing. But we get so much programming. Like I said before, that there's so much that we take in that we feel like we have to do things a certain way instead of going back to the basics that we already know, that we already have within us in order to move forward. You have the opportunities to do that. But what you need is a little tenderness with yourself.
And to follow that up, King of Pentacles. You're sitting in the middle of it. It's right there. Yeah. You just aren't noticing it. It's winking you in the face. It's going.
And I want you guys to notice something, that there's a lot of going back to basics in this specific reading.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of tripping over words. There's a lot of, did I read that right?
And we had electronics glitches, many of us. I had to come back in, like, just whatever.
Look, when I first came on, I wasn't even sure. I thought my sound was going to be just coming out of my speakers, and y'all was just going to hear yourselves twice. But I figured it.
I mean, and these cards that came out, let go, pivot, and believe in yourself.
Bubble Kitten's favorite.
Right.
And every time y'all say that, I want to remind everybody of Friends. Pivot. Because remember, he said it. He didn't say pivot. He said pivot. And I'm like, why are you? Anyway. Oh.
But it seems like we're being asked to just, like, stop redirect with a clean slate and just do what's more aligned, period.
Absolutely.
Leave the past where it's at. It's just what not to do. Take what worked, leave what didn't.
And we're under the illusion that we have to do all of these different things in order to bring in the prosperity and forget about the singular abundance that we are actually called to do, that is actually going to take care of things. 9 of coins. It's a singularity, but we overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
And then we should and shit all over our mental wellness by overthinking it and getting caught up.
Yeah. Well,
And I think everything we need to find the star, which on my deck, the star reads, calm after the storm, healing and renewal, ultimate peace, yet active, not passive, creative inspiration, invoking the muse, clarity and vision. Only if you are willing to see it when it's in front of your face instead of focusing on all the negative around you. Guess what? It's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. But are you going to focus on that? Or are you going to focus on the sun that's in your face?
The 4 of Pentacles shadow says lack mentality and placing too much value on money and a need to be more like less hoarding and more giving. This is about stability and success and generosity and accepting your worth and being in the flow with the universe, feeling gratitude. That has to happen in order to pull yourself to the next level.
You just told me about that yesterday. You were telling me, and I love the way you explained it, like the overthinking, like being gracious, but then thinking like, I'm drinking this orange juice, but then this orange juice came from an orange and that came from a girl. And that just like, it's a way to point my overthinking in a way that is positive instead of turning it back on myself. And I appreciated that.
Thank you.
Because I feel like there's things that we deal with and we can't not deal with them, but we have to find a way to pivot them in the right direction. Every weakness can be a strength if you use it in the right way.
Stephanie's going to be charging you guys $10 every time you say that.
I saw that before, Stephanie. I saw the fee.
Look, if you can come get it from me and you can find it, let me know where you did so I can get some more from wherever that was. Because I know I can't find it.
What card is that, Micah?
It's a 2 of Wands reversed.
Oh, goodness my.
And it's okay. I've got 2 messages with this card. One for the people who are too reliant on others carrying them because they're too afraid to get out of their own comfort zone and do it themselves. Then on the flip side of that, I have a message for those who carry too many people and aren't taking care of their basic needs.
4 of Swords. Give yourself permission to heal.
You need to take it when that medicine is your own flavor.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Sorry,
I need a spoonful of sugar to make that shit go down.
I know, because I'm just saying, like before you shove it in my mouth, make sure you remember it's your own flavored.
You were saying, Micah?
I'm sorry.
Taking care of yourself?
But see, grandmother reversed. This is the Empress. This is the gentle knowing. This is the self-nurturing. Going back, like we're going back to basics.
Yeah.
And that self-care, self-awareness, demasculinizing the overbearing energetic, sorry. Maybe that was a Freudian slip that somebody needed to hear.
It's also true. Generational trauma gets carried over, so you're not wrong.
Right.
Genetic, energetic, mental,
genetic,
all of the above.
Kinesthetic, anyway.
Yeah.
All them words.
Yes.
But being gentle with yourself, nurturing yourself, going back into that feminine strength, feminine softness. And having the awareness that you can. It's not something that you have to force. If you feel like you have to force the feminine energy into you, you're doing it wrong.
Right. Well, whatever you're doing, whatever you need to change, it still needs to change.
I hate that freaking card.
So I want to read what it says for me because the tower. I know each deck it's pretty much the same, but
I
this one
don't
was
hate that card. I like that. I
this
like that
one.
card because it's always a warning.
Right. Well, I mean, it just the way it's spoken for me. It says that the key to the tower card lay in the crown below, blown off the tip of the tower. The circular crown never fit the square tower. It may be your situation never fit. It may be you have evolved and moved past your current circumstances. Their current circumstance. We all outgrow things once essential for us. The key lay in weathering the storm and shedding the snakeskin when it is time to move on, assert yourself, or take the steps you need to take. This is why the toughest, scariest cards come near the end of the major arcana. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be scary. But I promise you, because I've been there, done that, got a million t-shirts to prove it. It hurts for a time, but it always feels better on the other side.
And it burns brighter when you avoid your destiny.
What's that?
Resisting your fate. You let go of control and trust that the universe is leading you to where you need to be. That's an overall theme for the week.
And that's something I still struggle with is letting go of that control, because I feel like I that was probably the hardest thing when I first went to rehab to learn, was letting go, was not trying to do everything I could, because before it was like I would lie, I would cheat. It didn't matter what I needed to do to try to make that situation fit. And guess what? The only thing it did was make it worse when it finally happened. But when I finally was able to let go for the first time, it was like, now there's still times it's still hard, because I get in the mode when I start what I call bulldozing or get my blinders on. And I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I have to stop. I have to find a way to stop myself. And usually, some people are good at helping with that. But stopping the bulldozer.
Upside down.
Which king is that?
King of Wands upside down. King of Fire upside down. And as you're saying that, I'm reading and I'm reading and I'm reading, and I'm like, okay, the shadow side of this energy is that you may not perceive your own blind spots because of the overzealous ambition. And then you don't see your own blind spots, and you get stuck in those states of being that you have a need for compassion, but you have to give it to yourself first to slow yourself down, to stop having that fiery energy get in your own way.
Right.
I know what I need to do, but
don't butt me. I don't have one anyway. We need to have this conversation.
I know he suffers from no ass at all.
From my daddy's side.
Knight of Coins reversed. So many people are afraid to step into the work. And that's one of the problems, because we call it work. We call it shadow work. We call it diving in. And it feels like a job to fix yourself. What if you believed that you weren't broken?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this last night. What if you believed that you weren't broken and you actually showed yourself some compassion?
This would happen. That's what would happen if you showed yourself the right amount of compassion.
What are those? Sorry, I'm still like new.
This is the 10 of Cups, the I win at life cups, and the world. The world is yours, and everything you ever wanted comes true. Dreams come true.
Like you were just telling me yesterday. What was it you called me? A hardcore manifester or something like, or master manifester? Because I went. But you're right. I mean, when I've set my mind to something, I mean, that's the one thing I have found. Like, especially if somebody tells me I can't. A lot of people have learned that's the worst thing you can tell me. I actually have some people that will roll their eyes because they know I'm like a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
It's either the worst or the best.
Well, depending on which side you're on.
Well, a bunch of cards came out, so these are just confirming what's already come out for Micah. The pages and the 6 of Pentacles.
Is that the Page of Wands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So Right. That's what I'm saying. Like these
It's all
are
right.
these are duplicates of what cards already came out.
It's all right because I just finished your, I got the king and the
King
queen
and
of
queen
wands.
of wands. So that's the second king of wands.
Hey, we got a royal flush, y'all. We just won poker.
So I see these two cards as what are you still making yourself crazy over, ruminating over, overthinking and repeating in your mind over and over again, could have been this, could have been that, should have been, you're doing this like ping pong with yourself and you're not seeing what's already available to you. There's the key and the door is right there.
And the only thing you need to open it that you might not realize you have is because the Queen of Wands says charismatic personality who draws people like a moth to a flame. Just realize it. Don't sit there and think, oh, well, I mean, I don't want to be narcissistic. It's not narcissistic. It's who you are. It can't be something that you're overpowered. If it's just natural, let it be. Be who you are. Don't apologize for it. I know I need to take a sip of my own medicine at this point, but it's something I'm learning. Like I have a lot of people who have, come to just despise me and end up trying to sabotage me because I don't have to. That's just who I am. People are naturally drawn to me. They always have been. Just like I'm realizing now, there always have been those people to sabotage me, but now I don't let them. And when I don't let them, guess what? They don't get to, because the last time somebody tried that, 2 other people that I didn't know from Adam, but knew them and heard them talking about me, came to me individually and said, we just needed to let you know because we see who you are and we can't, even though we don't really know you and we know them, I can't sit back. I didn't have to do a thing. It literally, the universe will right itself.
Yep.
It may take a while. You may not ever even see it, but it will always right itself. Just
again. As you said that, it flew out again. I don't know what's behind it.
Maybe it's just my, do I just vomit on you? Is that what it is?
I'm just going to label this card. How's that working for you? Because the 8 of Cups reversed, it's literally you're just floating along, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So I'm just going to start calling this "How's that working for you" card, and you're already going to know what anything else that I have to say about it, because you find yourself in that stagnation. In the Vision Quest Tarot, there's a picture of stacked dirty dishes, and when I pull that card, I always tell the people, whoever it is that needs to hear it, wash the dishes. Wash them twice if you need to. Run them in a dishwasher twice.
But that's like my least favorite chore to do. I will fold clothes all day long. I'll clean the back. I hate doing dishes. I ain't gonna lie.
But the other thing that these two guys were pointing to was the need for awareness.
Mm-hmm. Let things fall away from your experience. Another tower card. That's another reminder. Let things fall away so that you can do what Micah just said.
And get it done.
And get it done.
King of Wands.
And I'll do dishes before I fold clothes. I can look across the room at a basket that's been sitting there a week.
And see, I don't mind. See, that's why you need to find somebody who, find your person who doesn't mind doing the dishes while you don't mind doing the laundry, and work together on doing what you don't doing for each other, what you don't like doing by yourself.
Mm-hmm. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles both popped out together. Not at the same time either. They just popped out in the same shuffle.
That's funny. And
for me, the Knight of Pentacles is a reminder to be diligent and consistent and keep the determination to do the self-improvement, keep that momentum flowing, and make intentional decisions as you do so. And you will sit in that Queen of Pentacles energy because you're enjoying the community that you created, the abundance that you created, and the healing that you did, and that groundedness that you're going to bring to yourself is going to help you move yourself in the direction that's more aligned and get you away from the past. So you really have to focus on your journey and what's important to you.
And apparently my car just needed, knew that you needed a second on that because I literally just pulled this one and said, give her an amen one more time for the people in the back.
We cannot make this shit up.
I wish you could, but nobody's going to believe that it wasn't scripted.
And this is the third two I pulled, and it's the second two of cups I think we've gotten in this reading. Or is it the first?
I think
The first two of cups.
Yeah, okay. Because I know I got some cups, but it was like I think the king.
But just in case you were missing it, here's a two of swords.
And two of swords. That's another one.
But I'm gonna let you finish before I tell you what I have to say.
I feel like this is remain open to new connections, because if the old shit has to fall away, let it fall away. But who's going to fill it in? Bring in the new people.
And I'm smiling inside because I actually have a different message from usual on this card.
Whoa! What?
Yeah. Have you created boundaries or barriers? And
Good
that was something that was slapped in my face a couple of years ago.
I didn't even realize they were two different things. I thought
They
they
are
were the
two
same for
different
the
things.
longest things. No,
Right,
I thought they were
right.
the same for the longest time. And then when I finally realized it, it was because somebody broke one. And once I chose to break it for someone who I thought I could trust. And then when they turned out, I couldn't trust them. They proved me, that I was right. I couldn't put it back.
Right.
I had opened a dam that I had left closed for so long that the flow was already out. But I thanked them for it because I opened myself to a part of myself that I had forgotten existed. And it was only then, by feeling that part again, that I felt whole. And I did eventually message them and thank them for that and wish them nothing but the best.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, we need both. We need both boundaries and barriers. We need to set healthy boundaries for what we will allow in. We need to set barriers to protect ourselves. And in that essence, yes, they are the same thing. They are both. What the hell is that?
It's the Queen of Pentacles again. And as you're talking, I'm reading the affirmation. I'm like, yep. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it without pouring of warmth, abundance, and love.
Hallelujah.
Once again, for those in the back.
One more time.
I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love.
Can't make this shit up.
No, but when your boundaries become barriers, and these are the boundaries that you set for what you will allow people to say to you, do to you, what you will agree to. These are the boundaries that we're talking about. And but when those boundaries become barriers and they're preventing anybody from coming to you that could actually help you, then we need to take a different look at things.
Yep.
Right.
Because no man is an island. You can't
Right.
wall yourself off forever.
You're
Going to end up exploding because you're going to have to, and there's now I will say, because I have found this, you can't just, find that one person and just overload, explode onto them. Make sure they're okay with it first. I'm terrible about doing that. I know I will be the first, but I'm trying to get better about it. Find a person that you align with, so then you don't fall in the trap of finding someone who will feed off of that and then end up, being an energy vampire later.
Which one is that one?
Son of Air, Knight of Swords. Reversed. Saying what he's saying.
Because there are people who will, disguise themselves as someone who will listen and someone who will help you deal with the burden, but really they're just building ammunition to save for later. So when they do take you down and end up making you their bitch, excuse me, I know $2 to the cup, but they have all the ammunition they need.
So are you living from that place of considering yourself first, considering your self-love and compassion first? Because when you put yourself narcissistically on the priority list and make yourself numero uno in a loving way, you give yourself permission to let boundaries be intentional, meaningful, respectful, kind, and you help yourself tune into more of you, because now you're not giving yourself and allowing yourself to absorb someone else's BS.
Yep.
Boundaries can be very, very loving. maybe not feeling so for the other person who's no longer benefiting from your lack of
Mhm.
boundaries. But we've gotten a lot of kings and queens and a lot of like all of these big messages today of what things might be like. And I feel like,
And it's right there in front of you.
right.
You
And
just
the
gotta.
two tower cards, you know, all of these
Mhm.
different things. We can absolutely remind ourselves to point ourselves in a direction that is making us feel like we're not abandoning ourselves, we're not neglecting ourselves, we're creating a safe space for ourselves, we're being intentional with who's in our experience, with what we choose to experience,
Mhm.
etc.
But it's that nostalgia, the echoes of the past that sound like they're gaslighting you because you already know what you need to do, and you'll tell yourself because this is how you're programmed to do, you should have done that. You should have done. Why'd you do that? You know better. And
And
all these little bitty thoughts. Uh huh.
As
the
another.
world, the world which says living in the moment, nirvana, enlightenment, completion, success, coming, human success. Oh wait, success, travel, the ultimate of everything, overcoming human limitations. And let's be honest, when you get out of that situation, once you're far enough away from it, you look back, you knew the whole damn time what was going to happen. You had warning bells and red flags and lights and sirens and everything going on. You just
And
still tried
cards.
not to listen to it. Yeah. And cards going, just, just, hell's wrong with you?
Execution. Do it.
Don't
Boldness.
stop talking about
Boldness
it.
because you can. Patience because you're going to need it.
Hmm.
So these two came out. The jump in, you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you just have to take a leap anyway. This is that time. So stop listening to all that nostalgia and all that stuff in the past and just try the new things. Ask for help if you need to. We're not alone in this.
Nope.
The illusion is that we're supposed to be alone in this, and how the shame that we carry for not for being alone, but at the same time it's shameful to ask for help. That's BS. That's nostalgic crap that you can throw in the trash. Those
Right.
are old paradigms, old mindsets, old thought
Mm.
patterns. Ask for help. We're
And
not.
another thing about being, don't be afraid to ask for help because you're worried that the person that you're going, and I had to learn this. This was for me, that you're worried that the person you ask for help for is going to use it against you later. From the time I can remember, Christmas presents, it didn't matter. If I got a present, it was nothing in life was free. You remember how much I just spent on you and your birthday, and you're going to act like.
And
Don't
how
let
many
them
of you
use
have
it.
said that? Calling you out, and I love you.
Who?
Not you, the
Oh,
viewers. I'm calling the
oh,
viewers out. How many of you have used that against people that you love, family, children,
mhm.
friends?
Oh, that's how
I
I
I
learned the
can't
thing.
believe it.
Yeah.
I just spent all and oh,
And you
and
use
I
it
love
against
you,
them.
and you brag about it. Stop.
Mhm.
You did it because you wanted to.
Nobody held a gun to your head. You're a grown adult.
No.
Nobody, they didn't ask you for, yes, it was nice for you to do, and they should at least acknowledge you with a thank you, but that doesn't mean you get to hold it over their head like a pen, like, the sword of Damocles. Like,
And anybody who just said in the chat or who thinks that I'm talking to anybody specifically in the chat, well,
probably.
if that shoe fits, put it on, lace it up.
If the corset
Because if
fits,
I didn't say
get somebody
specific
to
name,
help
I'm
you. And
talking generally.
The Knight of Pentacles came out again. Are we being consistent on what we choose to focus on? Or are we focusing on all that stuff? What are we are we choosing to walk away from and move towards our own future and sow the seeds that we're planting for ourselves?
Mhm.
That's it. There's another one that came out again.
If you live in fear of the next shoe dropping, guess what?
It's gonna,
Shoe's
It's
gonna drop.
gonna.
you're gonna
Mhm.
manifest. You're gonna be that master manifester that Rev D was talking about.
And that's the
Yeah.
5 of coins.
Yeah.
If you believe your life is insecure, guess what? It is. 100%. Nothing good that comes your way is going to change that mindset. You're just going to be waiting for the next shoe to drop. Enjoy the moments, be grateful for everything that does come to you in totality, not just, well, I am, because I hear that too.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I've said that, and I'm sure these guys have it at one point or another.
Yeah.
But if you live in fear, fear is what the universe is going to manifest for you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
I
I say, people
That's
hear
my
me
last
say,
card.
hear me say jokingly, like they ask me how I'm doing. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm breathing today, and they think I'm joking, but no, like I've actually had that, situation where a doctor told me they weren't sure I was going to make it, and they told me the steps that I would go through, and I started to go through those steps, and I had to face my own mortality. My timer in my head turned from a clock to a countdown. That is a whole. So the fact when I say that, when you hear me say that, it is literally I am so happy for that, and everything else is a bonus because I am on time that I didn't think I was going to have.
We all are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Regardless of situation,
Mhm.
you're on a countdown.
Yep. We just don't know exactly how long it is.
Nope.
No. Master your thoughts, master your life, master your emotions, master. Self mastery.
Master yourself
Yes,
or
master
myself.
yourself. Any last card, Michael?
I do.
Okay.
Yep. I was just about to call last card, last message for each of us.
I thought so because I remembered that format, and I was like, I had one held over, and I knew which one it was. I was like, wait a minute, are they not doing that this time?
Go for it.
So my last card is oh wait, sorry. The moon. Dreams and psychic activity. Strange rumblings. Something inside you longs to be seen. Subconscious bears fruit. Supernatural experience. Intuition overload. Uncanny feelings. Opening to the cyclical nature of life. There was a moment in my journey when I got to that point of being able to accept myself, not only for my good parts, but for my flaws. And I got to a point where I wouldn't change anything I've been through in my life, no matter how bad, because it brought me to here. When I reached that, there was this switch that flipped, and there was this knowledge that was there. Can't tell you where it came from, but there's a clarity that comes with it. And just like that thing today, I've learned to trust myself more. We all have it
Mhm.
because guess what? Human belief is the most powerful thing on this or any universe. That's why I can tell you where you believe you're going to go when you go leave this earth. That's where you're going to go. You want to talk about it scientifically? That's what string theory and the multiversal theory isn't taking into consideration. The power of human belief. You have the power to send yourself wherever you want to go, now or then. Own it. But it's until you own that power of that belief that it becomes tangible and you can step into the flow that I've found.
Speaking of owning it, my last card is temperance. Alchemy, blending energies, harmony, moderation, masculine and feminine balance, duality, and amalgamation. The fluidity of time, meditation, the perpetual motion of life, neutrality, restraint, patience, and purpose. The shadow side is clashing interests, oil and water, extremes, disharmony, a need to practice moderation, and in some aspects of your life, severity, polarity, and impatience. Temperance is the alchemist of life, and it calls you to create your purposeful blend using moderation and patience as ingredients. Where you are focusing your precious energy right now, where are you focusing your precious energy right now? Maybe you've been overdoing it in your social life, or binging on television or drinks or food, or overspending, focusing on a relationship that is depleting more energy than it is replenishing. Being wholly materialistic versus spiritual. We live in a world of extreme passions and heated hustle. So slowing down the desire for excess in any one area of your life may be harder than you think. Don't do dramatic or drastic right now. Stay away from all or nothing choices. Clearing your energy of extremes will foster a dynamic, nourishing flow that is aligned with your perfect alchemical purpose. Seek equilibrium and be mindful of your resources while fusing all the elements to achieve a beautiful balance. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness.
Don't mind me. I'm just holding my hand up because I know he ain't even tried to point his eyes this way, but I know he's already said it, and I know he knows he needs to take the same damn advice. So I'm just holding this up so he don't be trying to look over it. I saw that eyebrow. Don't try me. I can hear you in my head without even having to look your way. You didn't have to speak. So
We've
I've
got
tried
a lot of
reading.
balance cards pop out today too.
And I
Yeah.
think it's something that I think the three, I wouldn't say, but I think it's one thing the three of us, we could all stand to work on balance. Because I think we throw ourselves into something and we don't know how to do it any other way. Because that's just who we are. And I can admit for myself, I probably need to find that.
Well, my last card is from the FAFO deck. The fuck around and find out deck.
$2.
The Oracle of the Phoenix. And it wasn't the first card that popped out, but I will tell you what the first card was. It was the Pegasus of Air. And the reason that I did not go ahead with that card as my last card is because it's an exercise using that card. But if you want to look up what Pegasus of Air stands for you, I invite you to do so. Strength. Recognize how powerful you are and see the gifts that lie dormant within you. It is only when you have to show your strength that you will know just how strong you are. This card indicates that the Phoenix is giving you the clarity and flexibility to develop your inner strengths. You will only recognize your true strength when you have overcome and healed your greatest weakness. Your greatest potential for personal growth can be found within your deepest fears. Find your inner strength and become the creator of your own happiness rather than a mere consumer of your own life. Destiny is not your enemy, but rather it forges your strength. Accept challenges with gratitude. They provide the opportunity to experience yourself as indomitable. Meet your challenges with courage and never play the role of victim, since you will be acting consciously, following your inner clarity and strength. Your innermost gifts will be revealed to you. You've drawn this card because you're now ready to receive the energies that will strengthen you. It is time to reveal your strength.
And I do have one thing to go with that before we go. And it's quick, I promise. But it's the one I share with Rev D. And I think it just sums it up all perfectly. I titled it Bright as Night. In places through time, a soul can be free from binds that require a mind bend its knee. Through sorrow and loss, stoking the fire, charred to the bone from foolish desire. When finally extracted, the final shed tear, darkness surrounds the husks banished here. Eternity spent through memories wallowed, the crime and the punishment uncomfortably swallowed. Numb to it all, realization now turns to senses not lost to unthinkable burns. Stench of mistakes that wrinkle your nose also remind of time before woes. Before the imprisoned were called to reflect, ignorant bliss no need to inspect. Buried beneath the ash and the soot, pearls and diamonds can be found underfoot. Shattered lost souls are given the choice of how and forever to carry their voice. Moaning in grace, some shamble and float, convinced that forever in misery to float. However, take heart and hold on to light, and choose to see joy as bright as the night.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Even in the night, the moon and the stars still shine. Which one are you going to focus on?
Yeah. Amazing message, guys.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
jumping
stepping
in
in last minute.
No, yeah, I hope she gets to feeling better too. Look, I know how it is being sick. I really do hope she gets to feeling better, But I do appreciate y'all having me. Like I said, I just felt something today, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. I'm glad we both listened and you joined us. And
Two people who normally do not listen.
what?
Don't even try me sitting on that throne of lies and deceit, sir.
What? I know not what you refer to, sir, but it was most privilege that you joined us today.
Yes, indubitably. Thank you for having me.
Indubitably,
sir.
indubitably.
Indubitably. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me. This is great. I appreciate it.
And thank you, everyone who tuned in and everyone who watched the replay. If you are interested in going over and checking out his amazing website, and yes, he designed it from absolute scratch. It is incredible and has so much to offer. All of our merchandise, all of our shows, the times, mine and Lunaria's and Rev D's links are all there as well. Come check it out.
And you know, to that, I do want to say, like, I think I told you this, but I've done website builds before. I've done where I got tired of WordPress for adding all the plugins. And I thank you for finally giving me the opportunity, because everybody said, no, this is going to be too much work, to do what I knew I could do and do this. Because now I have way more control, and
I mean, it's a given when it comes to coding that it's going to be a lot of work. Why would I sit there? Well, that's going to be so. You want to do it? Go for it.
But see, for me, it wasn't work. Like those hours felt like minutes, because I think I told you, like, coding to me is like slinging a paintbrush for a painter. And once I finish that last line and hit run, it's like I've finished the canvas and stepping back and looking at what I've done.
Creativity comes in all forms. Get in your flow.
Exactly. And so thank you for giving me the opportunity, because now other people have seen, holy shit, he really could, because they thought it would be too much work for one person. Like what I did, I'm not, saying for me, but this usually takes a team of people. But I didn't feel like that for me, because I enjoyed it. So thank you,
You're welcome.
for letting me.
And for everybody else, are you paying attention?
Get in the flow.
Are you paying attention? We'll see you next week. I don't know if Illuminate will be on tomorrow or not. We will keep you posted in the chats. But if not, we will be back on Monday with the Bloom at 11 a.m. and the Messengers at 6 p.m. Don't forget Mystic Mist on Sunday over on Rise Radio with Amanda, Papa Duck 78, and that will be at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if we don't see you, have an amazing weekend.
And then defining your character next Thursday at 5. Sorry.
If you have any recommendations or stuff that you want to hear for the Bloom, Spirit hasn't told me yet. So, if you want to make a suggestion, do it on the chats, okay?
Love y'all.
Keep loving yourselves. Keep going. Keep glowing. Keep growing.
We love you.
Love your faces.
Bye-bye.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite. Cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
Whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken inside. Rise awakening, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.